just one news clip, I can't put into words how angry I am at this woman right here. How a woman in such a high position of power, they call her the frat house judge. She's no longer a judge anymore. And she should never, ever work in law or nowhere near children or anything again. This is Kenton County former family court judge Dawn Gentry. Here, we'll just start right here. This is a good place to start. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. To my boxing people, I told you that I was working on some other things behind the scenes. I'm still in the process of learning how to start a nonprofit. I've been working on it the last 2 years or so. So I got some big other ventures coming. But boxing will always be in my life and in my heart. But this right here is more important. Here, let me put this up first. So as time goes on, just like I did with my boxing content, you're going to see that I'm going to get better producing these videos, and every day I'm learning how to edit, and put like royalty free music and stock footage, and I'm really working on documentaries. I got so many in the works right now. The scripts are pretty much done. I know what the content is done. It's just putting everything together and making it just clean, and so we'll start right here.
And we begin in Kenton County, where a judge is wrapped up right now in a scandal involving sex, alcohol, and campaign coercion inside the courthouse.
And new at 6, we are hearing from the judge's attorney. None on your sides. Courtney Francisco is live in Covington. Courtney, what can you tell us?
Her attorney says she's worried about the accusations, of course, but she does have some support. If true, we are talking about abuse of power and possibly breaking the law inside the Kenton County Courthouse, and this could have affected some cases involving children.
Stack of 9 complaints accuse Judge Dawn Gentry of running an office with sexual affairs, alcohol, lies, and revenge.
She's worried, but seems to be holding up real well. Just talked to her about 5 minutes ago.
Stephen Ryan out of Louisville is her attorney. He FaceTimed me.
But she has a lot of people that are coming to her assistance and aid.
An anonymous person filed the complaint to the Judicial Conduct Commission November 18th. In it, text messages, court documents, accusations of having sexual relations with 2 staff members in the courthouse, drinking alcohol in the courthouse, coercing staff to help her with her campaign, retaliating against those who did not support by delaying hearing dates. It says she held pre-trial conferences in child abuse cases without all attorneys present.
They're very serious charges.
Attorney Richard.
Wow. And you know something? I believe it all. Family court, it's a scam. I'm involved in it. Organizations are involved in it. They play golf together. They have like little banquets. Like these judges, man. So let's talk in some further detail. So here, let's start right here from Fox News of all places. This is her right here, Judge Dawn M. Gentry. Think about it, though. Like, how many parents, and me, I got to talk from a father's standpoint. How many fathers have suffered because of this woman? Because she want to fucking in and sleep around, with like, it's crazy. So here, listen to this. Among the allegations, Gentry was accused of forcing a veteran courthouse employee to resign so she could hire Stephen Penrose, a former pastor, her pastor, by the way, and her reputed paramour, and kept nude photos of him in her cell phone. The judge also positioned her secretary, Laura Aubrey, to engage in a threesome with her and Penrose, the allegation said. Aubrey testified during the misconduct hearing that the 3 later pulled a prank by making grunt noises inside the chambers for the other employees to hear, the outlet reported. No, they was fucking. She trying to lie. Here, I'll show you the clip of the courthouse stuff.
Who did not support her campaign financially.
That's right. And reporter Mariel Carbone is breaking down today's testimony from the Campbell County Courthouse, where the hearing is currently happening.
A short but big moment in today's hearing actually wasn't witness testimony at all. A key figure in all of this, Stephen Penrose, has been noticeably absent from the courthouse except by name, and it now appears that he won't testify at all. a name mentioned time and time again, Stephen Penrose.
Would it surprise you to know that he sent pictures of his genitalia to her?
I like Steve overall, but he's very, very confident in his everything.
Penrose was Judge Dawn Gentry's case specialist and is the man she's accused of hiring because of her sexual relationship with him, not based on merit. The judge is accused of drinking in the office with him as well as having sex there.
I just heard some heavy breathing.
Did they bring in the janitor like he was like, you ever see the movie Election with Matthew Broderick and Reese Witherspoon? And like the janitor was pissed off at like Matthew Broderick for something. I forgot what it was, but is this the janitor? And it was like, yeah, you know, she always should talk bad to me. And I told her one day, you know, it's going to come back to haunt you. Robert. I mean, he kept the cans. Let me find out.
On merit. The judge is accused of drinking in the office with him as well as having sex there.
Well, he got it like he got them all wrapped up.
Some heavy breathing and some moaning.
A witness Wednesday refuted those merit. The judge is accused of drinking in the office with him as well as having sex there.
I just heard some heavy breathing and some moaning.
A witness Wednesday refuted those noises as a prank, but it appears
that witness is the chick that was allegedly having a threesome, you know, Laura Aubrey. So, you know, they should have said like that witness is supposedly involved in it. Maybe this was before they knew, you know, so, but who pranks like that? You're a judge. Like what? Like what? Y'all in there like, oh yeah, let's make what? And y'all over what?
Witness Wednesday refuted those noises as a prank, but it appears Penrose won't testify to that or any other accusations at all.
He was served, and we made further attempts.
Commission Attorney Brian Bauman says he didn't hear back from Penrose until a call came from his attorney Wednesday evening. That attorney says there was a miscommunication. At this point, though,
well, I've rested my case. So that doesn't really help me much.
It's now the defense's case and its witnesses who testified Thursday to Gentry's credibility as a family court judge.
She appeared to know the law. She appeared to know what she was doing.
Witness Rick Scott's testimony spoke against this charge that the judge coerced members of her staff to donate to her campaign. He says he was the one who hounded people to donate.
Did Judge Gentry ever tell you to put pressure on the GAO panel to donate?
No.
Another witness says just like everyone else, Gentry isn't perfect.
You understand the code of judicial conduct and the oath that judges take, that they're judged 24 hours a day.
I understand they're human.
And the hearing will continue Friday morning where the defense could possibly wrap up its...
So officially she has been removed from here. I'll play this part. She has officially been removed as of, I believe, 3 days ago.
Well, the Kentucky Judicial Conduct Commission has now removed a Kenton County judge. The commission unanimously agreed that Judge Dawn Gentry engaged in misconduct and serious ethical violations on the job. Now, her attorney tells WCPO 9 News reporter Courtney Francisco that he will indeed appeal the decision to remove her from the bench.
The Kentucky Judicial Conduct Commission announced today to remove Judge Dawn Gentry from the bench here in Kenton County, saying she failed in every respect to ensure public confidence. The commission found her guilty of 10 misconduct charges.
But the case is not closed if you ask Judge Gentry's attorney, Jeff Lawson.
It is anti-democratic to remove a judge in this circumstance, and that'll be our position with the Supreme Court.
I spoke to him on the phone after the Kentucky Judicial Conduct Commission released its order to remove Judge Gentry from the bench Monday.
And now the process will call for the intervention of the Supreme Court.
The commission found Gentry guilty of 10 charges, including allowing employees to drink alcohol in chambers, simulating sex in the office of an employee she had a romantic relationship with, favoritism, nepotism, coercing staff to help with her campaign, holding pre-trial child abuse cases without all attorneys present.
What? What? It makes me so mad. And remember, as parents, and especially as black men and as fathers with past, we're not supposed to be mad. High-risk fathers we are. If we had a past criminal record for whatever reason, you can be living the best life. And these people, man, without the what? So what deals are they striking before we get into the courtroom? Our cases are already settled, but see, as fathers, we are known for giving up. We let this child support shit us. That's my next video on this. My goal is to do a video every day on something family court related. And I got a website coming out, Fathers Against Sorry, ladies, we're trying to help you too, but I can listen. I'm wearing a lot of hats. I didn't think 10 years ago, I would never have dreamt in my life that I would be doing, something like this, or even be involved in this. No parental alienation is, and, like the long-term effects of, like I never thought. And now, looking at stuff like this, it just makes you sick, because these are the people with these high positions of power. They're just like you. Just because they just went to school, they're just like you. When I think of these organizations like Women Against Abuse, I think like, yo, y'all went to school for all those years and y'all still dumb. Like, what would she think was going to happen? Like, it sickens me. Like, when I hear that. Let's run that back. That's some serious shit right there. Pre-trial, like so basically, like, wow. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, the good old boy club.
Simulating sex in the office of relationship with, favoritism, nepotism, coercing staff to help with her campaign, holding pre-trial child abuse cases without all attorneys present, falsifying timesheets. Conduct Commission Chair Jimmy Schaefer would not speak on camera and says the order speaks for itself. The order does note none of the charges against Gentry affected her rulings or impacted people involved.
What? Hold up. These people are delusional. See, this is world news right here. This is world news. Any parents, we got to find parents whose cases she resided over. If they're still alive, they haven't committed suicide. Suicides are up among parents, especially when you got Philadelphia, where they're trying to enforce bullshit PFAs, but yet they're not telling you where our kids are. But that's a different video. Let me stay on track, because this right here, it's deeply upsetting. How many children has this woman broken up? Families.
For itself. And falsifying timesheets. Conduct Commission Chair Jimmy Schaefer would not speak on camera and says the order speaks for itself. The order does note none of the charges against Gentry affected her rulings or impacted people involved in any cases.
Should she be subject to discipline? Sure, we have admitted as much.
Gentry's attorney argues removal from the bench would require impeachment for high crimes and misdemeanors. He says voters should decide.
We entrust the people of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, by the votes that they cast at every election, to make decisions on whether or not judges have performed effectively in office, or have done things with which they disagree, or have done things which they disagree with morally or in any other way. And that's the appropriate process in this case.
The Kentucky Supreme Court will have to make that decision, and attorneys have 10 days to file an appeal in this case. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll talk about how Judge Gentry got to this position and when she was up for re-election. Reporting in Kenton County, Courtney Francisco,
Maybe I should do a follow-up video and cover that too. Like I said, the whole situation is just out of control. And yes, the voters will likely decide, if they're smart, that, you can't allow, judges, just like doctors and police officers, should be the most upstanding citizens, period. We rely on them for the protection, and in her case, the protection of our children, the futures. These people break up the homes and don't understand, like, the kids grow up and they become, parents of broken homes. Each day, by the way, I have a daughter out there. Right now, I have false charges from family court. I've did multiple videos. I'm at war with the #1 women's advocacy group in Philadelphia, because they've been trying to silence me from telling the truth. Like, when it comes to family court, they are an assault on the family, on the nuclear family. And listen, I'm all for feminists. Y'all can do what y'all want. It's about time y'all started standing up and stop letting people grab y'all and sexually harass y'all and shit. But at the same time, it's a lot of it's toxic. I'm not saying all of you, but like, we need men and women of all races to stay together and raise children. That's okay if you want to go, if you're, LGBTQ, want to go, start a family, even though I may not believe in it. That's my personal right. But am I going to be like, oh, I hate you and I hate what you stand for? No. But you can't do that to us. And what we're seeing is Men, we're neutered when it comes to family court. We get bullied and beat down so bad. I want you to read a book. It's called, or look it up. It's called Bullied to Death. Chris, hold up. I'm going to look it up for you right now. This is some heartbreaking. It was only but so much I can read. Let me tell you. It was only so much I can read. It was only so much I can read. I got it. Hold up. Wait, let me see. I don't want to open up. Listen, it was only so much I can read. You need to look this book up. I'm telling you. It's a damn shame, and they know what they're doing. The attorneys, all of them, they know what they're doing. So when it comes to this lady, Dawn Gentry, hey, listen, good luck wherever you're going to work at, because as far as I'm concerned, if I ever see that she gets appointed again, I'm going to do as many videos as I can, because she should not be out there. And the parents, y'all need to come forward. This is the time to speak. Like, y'all need to start putting your name out there, do Facebook posts, do videos. If you know for sure that you've been wronged by this lady in any way, shape, or form, yo, you got to speak up. You know, we can't keep letting these judges do this. But anyway, I'm researching this now. It's family court stories everywhere. And don't get me started on Twitter. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. I have a website and a nonprofit. The nonprofit part's going to probably take another year, but the website is pretty much done. I know what is going to be on there. And basically what it is it's going to be self-help for high-risk fathers. Like everything I had to go through from the very beginning, from when I didn't know how to file contempt, like all them weeks I was just going to visitation, not knowing what to do. Because one thing I learned about family court is they want you to pay money before they help you. And meaning like you have hardly little to no chance on winning or being heard if you don't have an attorney. And what if you don't have no money? What if you're fresh out of jail and you want to see your kid? They're going to put you through the ringer. They make it hard for you not to see your kid. And especially when you got judges like this and the gender bias that goes on in there. I know, for example, that born in Pennsylvania, especially in Philadelphia, that's where I can speak from, is that I had no rights to my child. I was the first person. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Anyway. Sad times, man. Sad times.